Come here. You know what? If you thought it was incredible getting us out of that aging trout the other day, you just wait till we get a picture of Poppy Mitchell getting in the dirt box, man.
Beverly, good to see you.
No, seriously, dude. Dude, it is a backdoor bonanza where that bitch is concerned.
I'm actually not gonna do this mission.
Now remember, dude, this is a covert op. We need to
because
follow my lead.
I just remember what happens.
From here on out, we're ghosts.
And I'm going to... Maybe they're gonna take down the video if I do. It's very graphic, so...
Oh my god, traffic by Galileo Park.
No way!
I'm gonna have to...
I hate this.
Go somewhere else.
Your car! Ray!
Looks.
No way. Was it?
Mooks.
How freaking... No way!
Whoops. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do Michael's mission now. I didn't want to do this mission because it's dark, and I think.
Hey, you don't see me driving here?
And I think it's gonna look cooler. Poop.
No fucking sense. Why did you remember me out? Look out, man.
But I guess I'm gonna have to.
Oh, fuck! This has got to stop happening to me.
$150 an hour to fuck my wife in my own bed?
Well, this is the part where
Hey,
Michael's
stop
wife
What's up, man?
Get out of my way.
Michael, calm down.
cheating on
What the
him.
fuck is going on?
Nothing happened. It was a misunderstanding.
She fucked a brick in my bed.
You bullshitting.
It wasn't like that.
You in?
Fuck it, I'm in. Let's roll. Let's get this motherfucker.
Just don't kill him!
You okay, homie? What happened?
Guy bounced my wife is what happened.
Which guy?
The guy I'm paying to teach her tennis.
The tennis coach? Oh, that's fucked up, man. You rich dudes, homie. You know, back in the hood, man, we gotta watch out for the mailman, dog.
Yeah, I'm a cuckold, a snob, and a fucking cliche.
Man, look the fuck out.
And I want to mention that the handling of this truck is horrible.
You ain't
One of
gonna
the
make a
worst
fool of me.
vehicles
You crashed.
there is in the game.
I ain't gonna let him get away.
Fuck, man, I think we lost his ass.
He lives somewhere up in the canyon. We'll find him. Ah, the fuck is he? Okay, this is the turn.
Hey, he in one of these fucking houses.
He left his car. Check it out.
Okay, the
Little
reason
pricks up there, look.
I'm
Oh, shit, Coach doing all right
recording
for
this
himself.
is because this scene actually
You ran off before we could settle our debts.
Michael, what? You
comes
got the wrong idea, man.
south
Hey,
directly
think the world owes
from
him a
the movie Lethal Weapon 2. If you're not familiar with that movie, it's a very old movie from probably back from the 80s. And
There's a winch in the back of the truck. Tied a cable to one of those supports up
the
there.
story is that
Deck down?
Hey, that prick pulled my marriage down.
Man, you really
Rick,
gonna be this
which
fucking
is the
dramatic?
cop,
Yeah, whatever.
they kill his girlfriend
Well, there were
if
a
he
lot
goes
of
to the
frickin'
house
sessions,
of
bud. I'm thinking you were working
one
on
of
more
the
than just your
diplomats,
backhand.
and basically does the same thing as here.
Way, bro. But
And
sometimes it's gotta
hooks-
get worse to get better.
Yeah, well, maybe I should come up there and practice my backhand. On your face!
Bud, your negative energy is seriously
One of the
bringing me down.
poles
Oh, I hope it is, bud.
that's supporting
Look
the
up, man.
house
You come into my house,
and
take my money, and nail
pulls it
my
with,
wife? Are you fucking kidding me?
for the truck,
I'm
just
gonna
the
stick up
same
my
the same
hand
way
and
it's
say that
happening
was
here.
uncool, bud. My bad. Seriously.
How fucking magnanimous! May I please offer you my applause? You fucking motherfucker!
Dude!
And we'll see how you like it when someone fucks with your shit!
Well, hey.
Wait! You got the wrong idea, pal! Whoa! Fuck! Here
Yeah,
we
this
go!
is-
Ha ha! Let's see what happens!
Dude, you are properly crazy. Oh, shit. You see this shit, dog? Push the pedal, homie. Man, homie ain't rubbing outside tonight, dog. Come on, man, do it to him. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, like I said, right from Lethal Weapon.
Fuck,
2.
man, fuck.
Oh, we did it! Fuck his ass!
Yeah, fuck him. But was we really trying to pull that dude's house off the fucking hill?
Hey, we were trying to teach him a fucking lesson.
Now that's an expensive bitch-ass lesson, man.
Maybe he'll keep it on the court and out of my wife.
Yeah, he not taking no housewives back to that motherfucker.
Hey, it's a service to the fucking community.
Mr. DeSanta, what the hell? That's not my house!
Bullshit.
Oh, bro, I couldn't afford a place like that. I'm a tennis coach. I hit balls for a living. I was just hiding there.
Give me a phone! You! You're a dead one! Green light! Green light! Martin Madrazo, give you green light!
Oh, I'm scared, lady. Just fucking terrified.
Hey, man, some mean-looking motherfucking essays right behind you.
Are you kidding me? Kid, can you do something?
I'll try, man. Try.
We can handle this, right?
They killed me. I'm wondering where am I gonna start? Okay, I'm starting way behind.
Mr. DeSanta, what the hell? That's not my house!
Bullshit.
Oh, bro, I couldn't afford a place like that. I'm a tennis coach. I hit balls for a living. I was just hiding there.
Give me a phone! You! You're a dead one! Green light! Green light! Martin Madrazo, give you green light!
Oh, I'm scared, lady. Just fucking terrified. Green light! Green light! Madrazo! Fuck you!
Whoa. Home. Martin? Martin Madrazo?
That's what she said.
Damn, dude's a kingpin, homie. Man, you better hope.
I ain't hoping anything. Chick was hysterical. Chill out. That coach should be doing the Russian broad. Chick needs to chill the fuck
I
out.
need a different
Dead
vehicle. I don't
Dead
like.
man. Dead
So I'm
man.
not gonna
But you
be
did
able
just
to
pull her
get
life
away.
apart, homie.
Yeah, I guess I did. All the more reason for coach to show her a good time.
Man, your ass is crazy. You like a sailor on shore leave making up for lost time.
Oh, I've been at sea, all right. Everything they tell you that you want, kid. You don't need it.
Oh,
Shit.
we are
got
here.
some heavies on us, homie.
Oh, that was quick. All right, help me deal with this.
All right, I'll try. Let's move.
We can handle this, right? Screw him. Uh-oh, that guy got it. Got one of those bastards.
Hey, how you doing over there?
This what they were looking for?
You gonna heat them up, bro?
How do I,
This is intense, dog.
All right, all right.
Yeah, my nigga, that's it.
Okay, we go back to my house and think about this. Wow, shit. You did good. I mean, your aim's all over the place, but you were a help.
Thanks. I guess.
without
Get the fence.
actually knowing,
Go to
I
a
cannot
shooting
get
range.
the
Work on
right
your aim.
thing.
You'll do fine.
Because it's a lot more difficult to fight them in the car. Okay.
Oh, fuck, man. Shit, you good?
Fine as wine. Got a few knocks. You okay? I mean, you did good, kid.
Man, I'm cool, man. I mean, you. Mentally.
Mentally? Oh, man, I'm fucking excellent. My heart ain't pumped like that in years. Oh, yes! Fucking A, Bubba!
Man, you sound kind of manic. You just been greenlit by the Mexican underworld ambassador to Los Santos.
Trust me, we handled it. Whoever the fuck Martin Madrazo is, I've known worse.
We just handled a few low-ranking crimes.
We sit on it, we see what happens. Kid, there's no use second-guessing. Felt good, man. Woo! Yeah, doing something for a change. Ha! Doing something for a change. Ha!
Man, you know what? You are wasted sitting by that fucking pool, man.
You're right. I need to do something. Scotch and sunshine and sitting on my ass? Fuck that, I'm better than that.
Damn Skippy, homie. All that knowledge up there is withering and dying, dawg. You don't pass that shit on, it's gone, homie. I bet you know some shit.
Whew. Hey, thanks for the help out there today, kid. I had no idea it was gonna get that hot.
Shit, pulling houses off the hillside sure has a weird way of fucking with people.
Yeah, well, I thought I was through with all that shit. I don't know what the hell's going
And
on.
actually, this is kind of
Shit, I
true.
think we're about to find out.
Just a few days ago, a friend had an altercation with
Do you know who I am?
a group of
Well, you?
white kids.
I think so.
Good.
I say
I know
kids
who you
because
are.
they
I
were
know who
around
you are. Who are you?
16. And, I mean, it
No.
was,
Frank, maybe
it was a pickle.
help Mr. De Santa here. Who am I?
And
I
then
think
nobody
Martin
called the
Madrazo.
police, nobody did anything, but it was
Now
kind of
maybe
like
get him,
intimidation.
because
That
of the
the same way it happens here.
Man, Mr. Madrazo.
Kind of like the way
Mr. Madrazo is a legitimate
the
businessman.
law of
who
the
was wrongfully
streets kind of
accused of
thing.
running a Mexican-American gang and a narcotic ring, but the charges were dropped because of the witnesses came up missing.
And I can't
Smart
go into
kid.
specifics, but
Now,
yeah, it's
Michael, got a question.
it's amazing how
Did you
realistic the depiction
significant, modernist, wonder home down the hillside in Vinewood Hills? I thought the owner was banging my wife.
Well, that was a strange house for a tennis coach.
of events
I wasn't thinking straight.
unveil
Clearly.
on the streets.
Well, Natalia will need a hotel while you finance the rebuild, won't she?
Sure.
Good. And I'm guessing here that the rebuild will be somewhere in the
In my opinion, this guy
2.5
doesn't look
million range.
Of course.
Mexican, Hispanic. He
Great.
looks more like Middle Eastern.
That's nice.
Come on, man. Damn, you alright?
Never better.
So what now?
Looks like I'm gonna have to postpone my retirement. Fuck. Oh man, I'm mortgaged up to my eyeballs. Look, I only know one way to make money. I'm gonna have to give an old friend a call. Lester. I think he's in town somewhere.
Okay, then this part is actually
Just give me a little alone time, alright?
basically came out of Heat, the movie Heat with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, Val Kilmer, Natalie Portman, Ashley Judd. I just recently watched this movie again. It was on Netflix. It's for the longest time, ever since I was a teenager, it was my favorite movie.
Crest?
Who's asking?
Who's asking? Who's
But
asking?
You're awful cagey.
but lately when I watched it, I saw so many errors on
You don't sound good, buddy.
the plot.
Tactful and charming even in death. Hey, come see me, old friend. I'm living in Los Santos, just like you. Murrieta Heights.
Whoa, wait. Hey, how do you... Hello? You fucker.
Where is my car? Okay, here it is. Yeah, the movie Heat, like I said, it used to be one of my favorite movies. But I didn't like the plot. I didn't like the story per se. Supposedly, okay, I'm just gonna give you the context of my opinion. It's like Lester, here it is. We're
Doc, hey.
Michael, I'm looking through my appointment book and I don't see your name.
Yeah, well, I'm more of a walk-in guy, Doc. You know that.
Walk-ins are more expensive, but I'm always happy to accommodate.
Sure, you'll accommodate me as long as I got money in my pocket, right? Hey, I'm in a bad way, Doc. I might come by soon.
okay. Well, as I was saying, sometimes I have to stop because I want to hear the dialogue between the characters. Okay, so as I was saying, the movie, it shows basically it mirrors the life of a police crew and a group of gangsters. Both of them are very good at their at what they do, and supposedly the crew that robs banks and pulls jobs. They are professionals. They are professionals. They train. They do all kinds of stuff. And throughout the movie, they talk about, for example, Robert De Niro has this line where he says he never get attached to anything that you can leave behind in 30 seconds or 15 seconds. I don't remember the exact quote. I'm paraphrasing. But that tells you something. He has discipline and he is very good at what he does, and he understands that you don't emotionally, you don't have, if you want to have that kind of life, you can't be attached to anything or any place, any person. And he prepares himself. He even then he has another scene with what is his name, Al Pacino, where both of them are eating at a diner, and basically he tells Al Pacino, "Do you see any tattoos on my neck?" That kind of thing. I'm never going back to jail. So to me, that's someone psychological. I'm just pulling a psychological profile who has chosen to live a certain type of life and knows what he needs to do in order to be successful at that life. I mean, we can argue that it's not a good type of life, or there are better ways to live a life, but that's something completely different, completely off topic. And so this is a crew that it's professional. They've been doing this for a long time. They know each other, and everything starts going bad for them. It's like one thing after the other. It's like Wayne Grove, for example. I think it's the guy who is not part of the crew that they kind of hire on the side and kill her. Whoops. Well, it turns out he turns out to be like a serial killer, and basically when he kills a security guard, and later on basically he messes up the whole score, because what they wanted to do is basically in and out, just get whatever because they could have stole some more bonds and money, but they didn't do it. They just go for the job, for whatever they got hired to do. And so everything starts going wrong for them. Then another member of the crew, which is Val Kilmer, he starts having problems with the wife. The wife cheats on him. So basically everything starts going bad for the crew. And this is something I don't understand. This is a professional crew. I do understand when one thing goes bad, two things go bad, but then everything kind of cascades from one decision to the other. Wayne Grove turns out to be like a bad guy, and then he later on gets hired by the guy, the financial advisor, that buys the bonds again, and actually doesn't want to pay Robert De Niro. So they got into an altercation, and then he keeps adding up enemies. And then on top of that, well, this is one of the things I don't understand. Like I said, Robert De Niro has so much discipline that he says he cannot run away. One should have the discipline to run away and leave behind everything in 30 seconds. So, and he doesn't get tattoos, nothing, any marks that will make him a target for police. So at the end, he makes one of the stupidest decisions there is. He knows, obviously, where the guy, basically he's about to walk away with a lot of money, a lot of cash, with a girl that he loves, and he leaves everything behind. He makes the mistake to go back to the hotel and basically kills whatever, Wayne Grove. That, to me, it's illogical. It's illogical the way Because if you're very good at what you do, you're gonna keep the discipline or some type of discipline. It's kind of like it was another crew. It was something else. Okay, now going back to the movie, this part is basically stolen from the movie as well. There is a guy with a wheelchair which actually has all the schematics of the bank that eventually they're gonna rob, and here in this video game is Lester.
Fuck you, Lester. You gonna let me in or what?
Give me a minute.
I was wondering when you'd show up.
I was dead.
Praise be. Guess you weren't very dead. You need my help.
How do you know?
Well, I didn't realize that
came
Lester had
Where else would
a
you?
wheelchair as well.
I haven't been a good friend for you, Lester.
But
I know that.
yeah, this is basically from
You're
the
gonna
movie.
make it up to me by doing whatever I ask. Or rather, I mean, I need something done, you need to know something, so why not help each other?
I gotta make some dough.
So you're back in the game?
I guess. Look, Lester, about what happened before.
Oh, I know you never mentioned my name. I know I'm not on any lists anywhere. I know you never betrayed me. As for you, you gotta figure that I never told anyone. That instead of gently decomposing in North Yankton, you're angrily decomposing in Los Santos with a shrink and a wife who don't love you no more.
Yeah, well, since you put it like
Hey,
that...
shut up a minute. I'm getting an iFind alert. That little college boy sack of shit, phony fuck.
Who? Jay Norris?
Yes, that fuck is a lying bastard. I've read his fucking emails. He's a fucking cheat.
I heard him say that he saved America.
What, by outsourcing all the jobs? By selling us little bits of plastic restricted access shit? Well, now it's payback time, you lying turd.
The hell are you talking about?
You are about to get that white-collar gig that you always dreamed of, Mikey. Here, take this, fashionably retro weird for a 45-year-old man, but I cannot let go of the 1980s bag, and dress yourself up like a billionaire math genius with low-level Asperger's. You better be ready for the minor glitch of your repulsive pseudo-messianic life.
Okay, Lester.
Get out of here! Call me when you're ready. We are about to put the Darwinism back in social Darwinism, and brother, it is gonna be fun.
You fucking kidding me? I'm a bank robber, not a web designer.
So we'll go robbing soon. I'll find something. Just like the old days.
I'd offer you something, but you were
Look
just
at
leaving.
this. I never seen this before. Guess
Was there
it's
something else?
some type of Super Friends or something like that.
Please
Super
excuse me.
R.
I've got something shameful to do.
You know what? I just something came to me, and it would be fun if anyone
As much as I love
would
catching up.
well, now I'm thinking about copyrights, but like start selling or something, posters or postcards.
I'd
with-
offer you something, but you were just leaving.
or making shirts, something like that, related to very hidden.
Was there something else?
Pictures or posters from any video game. Like, for example, what if someone would
Please
look at
excuse
this.
me. I've got something shameful to do.
What is this? Like something like this, for example. You print a bunch of shirts.
As much as I love catching up.
Even if you give a little credit to the video game or something like that, I don't know how would you go and do that. Just print a bunch of T-shirts with logos
I'd
like
offer you
this,
something,
and
you
very
were just leaving.
hardcore fans of the game would know exactly. Oh, this is in GT5, and but once again, I'm thinking about the copyrights that maybe eventually they will come for you, or this one like Vinewood Zombie, something like that.
Please excuse me. I've got something shameful to do.
You know what? This is very good. I just came up with a very good business idea.
As much as I love
I'm not saying I'm gonna copy all this, but I'm gonna get inspired. Yeah, like for example, that skull.
I'd offer you something, but you were just leaving.
Oh, look at this, all the comics. No, these are not comics. These are toys. This is basically my house.
Was there something else?
Yeah, I started a few years back, maybe. I always liked toys. When I was a kid, I had a bunch of toys, and I always took care of them. But like anything, there is a period in life where you forget about them, and
as much as I love catching
you give them away, that kind of thing. And as I grew older, I started wanting toys, more toys. I started with I don't know if you, maybe many of you won't remember Robotech.
But you
it's a very amazing cartoon from the late. Well, I used to watch it early 90s, but I don't know. I think it came out early 80s. Reruns, and they had movies and all that. Well, they came out in early 2000s with the toys. And
please excuse me.
Well, I didn't buy any of them, but I wanted them. So that kind of got me hooked again into collecting.
As much as I love.
So when the Avengers movies came out and all that, I started buying a bunch of toys like that. Probably I had pretty much all of them.
But you were just leaving.
And then somehow I got into dinosaurs, into paleontology. Not only toys, like I'm reading a lot of information about paleontology. When I went to college, I know it's not paleontology is related to geology.
Please excuse me.
But I actually, when I went to college, I didn't know exactly what was the difference between anthropology, for example, and paleontology. In my brain, everything was meant the same thing. Obviously, when I started college, I got a minor in anthropology, emphasis in cultural anthropology, but I took a bunch of physical anthropology classes. And with physical anthropology, you need to take archaeology and all that. And that kind of got me, again, here's another toy. Got me interested into paleontology and, well, long story short, in recent months, I've been collecting a lot of dinosaurs, and I think it's a very healthy hobby.
As much as I love catching up.
He's kicking me out.
But you were just leaving.
Trying to see first person, see what. It's kind of nice.
Was there something else?
Oh, here's another toy. but I can see them
Please excuse me. I've got
closer
something
together.
shameful to do.
This one, this first toy right here, it kind of looks like Max Payne. This one looks like Superman. The one behind
As
it,
much as I love
I know that there
catching
is
up.
like a cartoon within the video game, and it kind of looks like Halo.
I'd offer you something, but you were just leaving.
Well, interesting. Let's see what you say.
Yo, hey, you cool?
And this is actually the life of a construction worker. Standing around and don't do shit. Okay, so where is my vehicle? Actually, this, you're not gonna believe it, but this vehicle has better handling than that one. So
Jesus.
okay, so I need to buy some clothes and then well, this part of the game, I don't know if it's based on a movie. I don't think so. I think it's mainly inspired. Well, that's a cool car. It basically resembles a Mustang. Recently I was reading about the transmission of Mustangs, and apparently it's a very efficient transmission. It's a electronic transmission. I've been watching a channel in YouTube that it's called Scotty Kilmer. Maybe some of you know the channel. And he explains why it is an amazing car. Designed both by Ford and GM. Elbow. Large. What the? Okay, so basically here I have to buy something. Where am I supposed to go? Okay. I really hate this part of the game.
Excuse me.
I don't like
I got this interview
accessorizing
with
or
this tech
anything like.
company. I'm thinking I need something, I don't know, geeky. Youthful.
Lost your job and the world's moved on, huh? That's too bad.
I didn't lose my job.
Of course. Got too old, got outsourced. Same thing happened to my dad. Now you gotta fit in with a different generation. Hmm? What about a vest and some cargo shorts?
All right.
That is the worst social commentary there is. But I mean, it's so real that.
Yup, that's as youthful as you're gonna get.
Why is not changing? I think that's it. I don't know what else could I buy. Shoes? But how come I thought I...
Dignity aside, I think that might just work. Good luck at the interview.
Bye now.
Flip-flops.
Michael?
I'm all dressed up. Now, you want to run me through this thing?
The prototype is somewhere in the Life Invader office. Find it and fit it with the device in your bag.
They just gonna let me in?
Why wouldn't they if you look the part? Hang around till someone opens the door and act entitled.
Fine.
It's so interesting, the name of this company, Life Invader. Basically, it resembles what Facebook, Twitter, some of those social sites. And I don't know if you follow the news, but do you remember that Mark Zuckerberg just was called upon Congress, and a lot of people were complaining, and a lot of people were saying that their information was stolen and all that crap. In my opinion, it's crap, because everybody I know knows that you shouldn't put that many information in your Facebook account or Twitter or whatever social sites. So it's kind of like you're opening a window of your house and letting everybody see whatever you're doing, whatever secrets, who are you dating, how many kids you have. So to me, it makes no sense. I mean, people are complaining for something that we knew all along. It's a life invasion. And I don't know if... I'm not a millennial. I actually escaped a few years that generation, but to me it makes no sense. I mean, Life Invader, yep. This is Google, this is Facebook, YouTube, everything.
Oh, great. PM's pushing for more functionality. But we are maxed. I mean, if anything, we have to strip features, especially if we plan on releasing a fully priced update a year later. Oh my, it's...
Yeah, well, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know?
I mean, we're talking beta in Q4, maybe Q3. Look, milestones are one thing, but when design is changing its mind seemingly overnight, there's not much you can do about it. You know what I'm saying?
My union allocated smoke breaks about up, so...
Wait a minute. Do I know you?
Yeah, I think so.
IT temp, right?
Yeah.
You gotta do something for me.
You gotta put it in a ticket.
No. I'd like to keep this one out of the database, if you know what I mean. I'm totally becoming a tech evangelist when the big boys vest. Maybe not even tech. I'll evangelize anything. Even evangelizing.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Chill out on the beanbag. Marcus will be right out.
Oh, I'm gonna take a normal chair. I have a terrible back.
Here you go. If you guys let me use the OS I requested, this wouldn't be a problem.
Oh, you... got any antivirus software?
I think so. Behind this junk on the left. Clicked an NSFW link, bro. Bit me on the ass.
Yeah, not safe for work, huh? You know, my son's computer runs into the same kind of problems. I'll close the pop-ups, see what I can do.
Your son codes? Start him early, bro. You write your best stuff in your tweens. After that, it's just a hack job. This place is fueled by Java, bro.
My son probably wrote this. That little shitbag.
Might I tempt you with some organic chow or a fair trade Java?
Organic Java.
Rocking out might get you in the right headspace.
A few
There
years
you go.
back, I was.
How about I run the antivirus software?
I was.
My glitch fixing is gonna be way down today.
And we scan. There it goes.
You wanna take a break for some air guitar? Give me the wink, bro.
Bear with me, all right? And that should do it. Why don't you try and keep things strictly safe for work from now on?
Hey, have you seen the prototype in the demo room? When Norris announces it at the keynote, minds are gonna blow.
Yes, they are.
When we go mobile, we'll be able to track all their movements. We'll know everything. That's so cool.
You see, this commentary, like, yeah, you basically get nowadays. I don't know. Have you noticed that you download a lot of apps and they ask you permission? Oh, can we have access to your pictures, for example? Every time an app asks for permission to take control of something in my phone, I just don't do it anymore. I'm not.
You should be mean, dude.
Yeah, it sucks. It's interesting. Do you see the whiteboard? It says privacy, and then it's like marked like there is no privacy in reality. Yeah, I do believe it. Okay, let's see what else we can see here. Let's see. Data is there to be abused. How many years has been since GT5 came out? Maybe 5? It's been a long time. No, not even 5, maybe 3. It's so they are so on point here. Privacy. Yeah. You're giving an application or a bunch of people permission to know everything. And on the side note, I heard somewhere that Facebook listens to your conversations even if you're not using your app or that kind of thing. But believe me, this has happened to me. I've been talking about random conversations with someone, like a movie or food, Chinese, that kind of thing. And I start getting ads, like all the ads on YouTube or related to that topic. I don't know, have you heard about the Russia probe lately? And well, I was reading an article about that basically apps and the logarithms that Facebook, Instagram, all those companies, you share so much information that they can predict exactly what you like or what you would like in the future. And companies like Amazon, for example, they use the same logarithm. They keep track of everything you're buying or everything you're clicking. For example, when I was in college, I took a class about ancient Greece, and I had to buy like a few books, like maybe 5. So I started, and basically I bought the books because I needed them for school. And basically everything I keep getting is like Greece, ancient Greece, Herodotus, a whole bunch of stuff like Athenian law, that kind of thing. It's like I'm already marked with Amazon. It's like, okay, this guy bought this type of books, and we're going. Just imagine that I would have a genuine interest in learning that kind of thing. I had to. Basically, I joined my band. Try to find more things to look around. That's Mark Zuckerberg, probably.
Right, we want to get shipped to that tax-free gulag in North Ontario. We're going about it in the right way. Blue sky thinking, this is not even slightly overcast. Zinger, Jay. All right, next.
Something very interesting about people that work in technology,
Dude,
they have very good.
Again, you're my guy.
Well, I guess if I have to generalize, they are very young. They are making a lot of money, more money than most professions. I think they are making even more money than a doctor.
When we go mobile, we'll be able to track.
Many of them are self-taught, so
cool.
It's pretty much kind of like, well, it is a language.
He's back.
It is a language, and
that's a meme right there.
So you start learning. Most people start learning at a very young age. So there is nothing supernatural about the whole deal about coding. Just it's a language, and as any language, some people get proficient at it. And
don't hassle me, I'm talking.
Like, for example, I speak 2-3 languages, and yeah, my proficiency in those languages is very, very high. It is the same concept as people that just learning codes and learning code and learning different software and that kind of thing. Well, my point is, I'm going into a tangent here, is that they're making a lot of money, and for the most part, they are, for a lot of people, are very liberal. I would say that there's a concept, very innovative, that kind of thing. But they're making a lot of money. That's my point. My point is, that they are being...
There was a totally non-passive-aggressive note on it. If I drown in mucus, it's your fault, you illiterate effing C's.
They are being... they are falling into the same predicament as millionaires or people that made money before them. And that's my analysis. If you look through history, you have people that started having control of perhaps having stores, in farm, in metal. You had the Carnegies, they have all this, and they are perceived, eventually the Fords, and they started getting perceived as the evil part of society because they disrupt society in a huge way, and somehow society can't function without those services, without whatever they produce, those companies, and they become so huge, so they basically control everything. And it's interesting the predicament the tech guys are in at this moment. They are disrupting a lot of things. I mean, it would be naive just to think they are doing everything in a positive way.
Let me get the door for you.
It is a dynamic thing. Yes, their technology is improving life in many ways, but also it's disrupting life in many ways. And one example I want to give out is, for example, San Francisco, the neighborhoods in San Francisco.
Hey, Michael, hold on.
Domed! I domed ya!
Lester, the thing's in the prototype. I'm going home to watch the
That
keynote.
Teabag time!
Are you playing that game?
Yeah, sorry, the phone is rigged. Now, what's your problem? You don't like shooters?
They're all the same. Besides, you know me. I'm a movie guy. Classic Vinewood.
Classic Vinewood ended 30 years ago. Now it's just superheroes, romantic comedies, and remakes, none of which interest me.
Hey, I believe this country can still make interesting movies. There's no better way to define American life than a 2-hour plot in which the hero looks good and defeats evil.
Whatever you say. Enjoy yesterday. Anyway, just call the device after he's unveiled it, and then we'll talk.
Okay, as I was saying, so basically they are disrupting the neighborhoods. The cost of living in San Francisco has always been very high, but now it's on the roof. On the rooftop, it's very difficult for someone who's not part of the tech world to live there, or to be related to technology. And a lot of people have to live they have to get out of San Francisco, San Jose, to different places, for example, the Central Valley in California. Well, and a lot of people are commuting, and basically the tech people are staying in San Francisco, but they are killing everything, every social, cultural life within the city. I mean, they are making a lot of money, and they are selling a lot of apps, creating, but once again, the people who are also other people that are not part of the tech world have to leave, and all the artists, all the musicians. So it's very, very, a very complex thing. And in something that it's very strange is that they are not perceived. It's like what happened with Mark Zuckerberg in Congress. Pretty much he was vilified. And well, I mean, we can sit here and argue. Yes, there are reasons to be upset or not. You might defend them, but it's interesting how they end up, like I said, in the same place as many other industries throughout history. The Carnegies, the Fords, the people that just manipulate one industry, and they collect a lot of money and they make a lot of money, and that's them. Even myself, I studied literature and anthropology in college, linguistics, and that man, I noticed it's not going to get me anywhere, and I kind of had to reinvent myself and learn coding and learn web design and advertising, online marketing, all those kind of things. So I'm in some way in a very small percentage part of that world. But once again, the people that are into basically who are the puppeteers of that of the tech world are being vilified, and it's a very interesting dynamic, and I'm certain for what it looks like. Well, I don't want to start with conspiracies. I'm not that type of guy. I'm not. But what I see is like any other industry, when it starts getting too big or it starts having too powerful, most likely government would start limiting their growth, will start splitting companies, will limit. That's normally what happens. I remember back in the day when MCI or something, there used to be a company called MCI or something, and they wanted to merge with AT&T. Government stopped that because they claimed it was going to be a monopoly and all that, which it could have been but once again, we can look at different businesses or different business models, as Walmart, for example, which I bet, even if you disagree with the business model they have, I go to Walmart at least twice a month. And why? Because it's convenient. There is one in every corner pretty much. You don't have to drive more than 3 miles, 4 miles. So the business model they have is very conveniency. Their product quality is debatable, we can say, but it's affordable, which is most. Try to buy a TV from Walmart and compare to Target or Best Buy, for example. Pretty much the TV does the same. It does exactly the same thing as a TV that you could probably buy in Target or Best Buy. But the TVs in Best Buy, I don't think they are lower than $800. And just the other day I was walking through a 55-inch TV or 65 TV for like $290 or something like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. You can't deny that their whatever business model they are producing, Walmart is being very successful at it, and companies like Amazon is very successful at it. So they find a niche and they get very specialized of what they do. And once again, adding everything together, therefore, they become essential to society. But then they get vilified. They are seen as the enemies, but sometimes it's impossible to live without them.
Friends who slightly loathe each other and say nasty things during contract negotiations. And yes, before you ask, this is a Face brand watch.
Face, official chronograph of fame or shame.
Fantastic, Laszlo. That reminds me.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Jay Norris to the stage.
Hey, this company has come a long way since we started it in my parents' pool house in East Caraway. Today, you're about to witness a new phase. Full-on, weapons-grade, red alert, world domination!
How do I call?
We have put 1 billion people's private data in the public domain, and we have milked every penny we could in the process. And we have one of the youngest workforces in the world. An average age of only 14.4 years? That's not just impressive, it's revolutionary! Today, right here, we're about to make the next step. Prepare to witness the future.
How do I,
The Life Invader mobile device. Yes, we've invented something no one else has ever thought of. A small, personal, computerized device. Now you're going to be able to stay docked 24/7. On the bus, you can do. Oh, hold on a second. I think someone's trying to dock with me. Hello?
Oh! Get security! Oh, Jesus! Whoa!
No,
Let's... Whoa!
It's so funny. Continue. Okay, I'm gonna stop because I think I already went over the time limit. Normally I like to do...
Lester, that was heavy. You watching the news?
I don't have to. I'm watching the markets. I'll be trading pure alpha till close.
All right. Hey, about that other thing. You know, the score.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. Put on a suit, look somewhat professional, and meet me at my warehouse off the LS freeway. Oh, and I'm about to email you a link for the exchange. You can put in some trades of your own.
I'm trying to stay off the day trading. But maybe I'll take a look.
You got any blow, Dad? My dealer is not answering.
God, fucking help me. She cannot be from my loins.
I am.
He's a junkie.
This pot is really mellow.
I don't understand. I don't want to brag or I want to sound pretentious, but I don't drink. I don't smoke. I have tried, but it's just like, it's disgusting to me. I'm a bad drunk. If I ever take a beer, all I want to do is go to sleep. So I'm naturally tired, I guess, and when I take a beer, it makes me even more tired, and all I want to go is go to sleep. All I want to do is go to sleep. Don't want to do anything, and it surprises me how people do it. I mean, sometimes I wish I could have the stamina or the discipline to have fun and go out, get drunk, and people seem to do stuff while drunk. Not me. I get sleepy. Here in the state of California, now it's permitted to have recreational green plant, and that thing, it's horrible. It smells horrible. The side effects, it makes you paranoid. It makes you I don't know. I really, it's one of those things that you might think, okay, this guy buys toys and stuff like that. Or this guy keeps going to school, or keeps reading books, or it's pretty much not because I'm nothing special. It's just like most of the pastime, most of the hobbies people have is get drunk, get high, that kind of thing, and it turns me off. I don't have that need, and for that, believe me, I've been misunderstood many times. Misunderstood, and a lot of people criticize me for that reason. But anyhow, this is it. I'll see you next time, and I'm actually trying to make a video for GT5 every week or so. And basically this is what I do. I put in social commentary. It's nothing magical. I know this is a very old game. I personally have played this game from start to finish at least 4 times. And some of the missions that I wanted to do, like the paparazzi, I know there is very graphic content, so I'm not going to be able to put it out. On this one, when he goes and chases the tennis coach, I didn't realize they said a lot of bad words. I don't know. Hopefully YouTube doesn't do anything to the video or cancels or bans the video. So anywho, this is it for me, and see you next time.